First, show me a book you have high hopes for. Next, show me one that you've been putting off for a while. Then show me one of your priority TBR reads that you need to get to. Show me a new addition to your TBR. Show me one that you probably won't read for a while. And lastly, show me one that you're scared to death of reading.
Time for a 2023 book tag. A book you're excited to read this year. A book you just got and you instantly moved it up your TBR. A book a friend keeps telling you you need to read. A book you're finally going to read after spending forever on your TBR. A book that's part of a series that you're going to read. A book you have high hopes for. A book you're kind of scared to read. And finally, a book you bought without thinking because you thought you would want to read it, but let's be honest, you probably aren't.
I have it, but haven't read it. 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 I see where this is going.
This is the Bookish Scavenger Hunt Challenge. Find a book with a crown on the cover. Find a book with stars on the cover or in the title. Find a book that has a number in the title. Find a book with 3 or more people on the cover. Find a book with an animal on the cover, real or mythical. Find a book that has a love triangle in it. Find a book that has enemies to lovers in it. And finally, a book by 2 or more authors.
These are the books I cannot wait to read in 2023. A book by an author I already love, a book by an author that's new to me, a book that I know is going to make me cry, a book that I know is going to make me happy, a book that I'm definitely going to make my whole personality, and a book I did not get to last year, but now I cannot wait to read this year.
Here's a new book talk challenge. You've reread this book the most times. Your favorite villain is in this book. If you got a new tattoo, it would be from this book. If you got trapped inside a book setting, you'd want it to be this book. You really wouldn't want to get trapped in this book setting, and you will always be recommending this book.
This is the Rainbow Book Challenge. Show off a book in every color. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, brown, white, and black. Did you do it?
Just so that we're clear, if she writes it, I'm going to read it. If she writes it, I'm going to read it. If they write it, I'm going to read it. If she writes it, guess what? I'm going to read it.
This is the book title challenge. Show me a book with a number in the title, a book with a character's name in the title, a book with an important setting in the title, a book with an animal in the title, a book with a colour in the title, and finally a book with one word in the title.